have to give this one up as level 2 was approaching. And already, Owner is in the enemy jungle, stealing everything.
Safe, but that's now faded away. So Peanut's like, showing up, he's like, oh, I've been vertical jungled again.
Yeah, and now he's going to get 3 buffed instead of just double skull.
The sweeper
3 AP junglers is, that's a flash from Dr.
Peanut's here.
Flashes all the way in, they land the spear, hook is good as well. Good night, Teddy, once
trade
again.
back some farm for this, but this is a fantastic start for Duckdom, who can start to come back in this lane in a big way. And then we could see, you know, the turret plate gold come through. Like, this is something that's happened so many times when you give over this duo to Nongshim. I think a lot of people are rolling at their eyes at the draft because of that, but hold that thought.
Yeah, I mean, that is, of course, weak side as Rich is going to flash out of the way of Owner, but he's not the one tanking the turret. Zeus is going to go down, and so is Owner, as Rich gets the double kill. Peanut has a bit of damage there on to Dr. Damn, you land those E's, and Keria is certainly able to do some work as Teddy lands a good pierce. Hook on to Keria, though, as he's going to get thrown forward. There's the flash in, and Keria just says goodbye to the birthday boy. And now they'll grab some plates on their way out. And more 2v2 kills for these guys as it's a steal away on the Rift Herald here for Peanut. Rich with the World Ender is there as the Shockwave only lands onto one, and now the slaughter will begin. Yes, they pick up Eye of the Herald, but what do they lose? And the first strike of the game here at 11 minutes in is very, very late one, as here's the World Ender from Rich. Zeus tries to get the dice. I don't know whether he actually got it. Yes, he did. Trying to get out of the way. Doesn't have flash, though, as Dominus is popped, but unfortunately, it is not enough. Underneath the turret right now.
He is between 2.
Yeah, as Pop Blossom down towards the bottom side. There's the Fate's Call as Teddy just executes Kellen.
Is 2-1-1, but that's not where you really want your gold to be for later on in this game, especially because Peanut doesn't have that much either. So they lose a Drake for this play. I mean, this is still a really well-handled play here from Nongshim, but where the gold is going is not exactly where you want it to be, which is potentially going to be an issue here. Is Teddy is just such a, I mean, he's a veteran on this champion, and with the Nico
is possible. Keria wrapping around as Onus does steal away the red, and there it is. Peanut walks right onto the Nico. Blastcone moves him on back. He's burning down, gives him the peace sign, but Keria just says good night. And T1, so that's going to be the first one for T1 here for this game. As now Kellen moving on forward. Peanut finds himself in position once again. Fate's Call is going to be available, but Pop Blossom goes down first, and now Teddy is trying to fight this one out. Great snare underneath the turret onto Kellen is the immediate goal of the week. Double kill comes through. Keria's still trying to get out of this one. He's not going to be able to, but now Peanut's playing Alcove League of Legends when he absolutely doesn't want to, and Shirley is destroying the mid lane.
Yeah, this is a really proactive play from Zeus.
Sleepy buys. That's going to be a Shockwave. That's decent, but Bay's still going to die in the blink of an eye.
It's a very squishy Aphelios that can't really hold his own in these moments. So, you know, Teddy and Keria here actually turn this around so well with the Pop Blossom coming through, and Teddy just pulls Keria out. He's not worried at all because he's got the knock-up, and guess who's coming that they've called for is Zeus. So now you're stuck between a Crocodile and a turret, so you have nowhere to go here. And Rich doesn't, I think he just had used teleport to go back to lane, so he can't even join. And even if he did, he probably wouldn't have wanted to. And this is just, I mean, the mid lane is over.
In the meantime, Nongshim are actually winning a fight here towards the bottom side. Pop Blossom doing a fair bit of work there, but a double kill for Peanut. This is certainly good news as Rich trying to put that money to good use. Now he's underneath the turret. Peanut flashing forward, finds the smite onto Clozer, who's just running away, hightailing it out as best he can as Kellen's booking it. He's going super fast, but Clozer is...
Valdez and I cast another game of this. I think it was very early on in the season.
Yeah.
It's just a super, super powerful combo. Is Kellen, where you at?
Yeah, he's dead. This one certainly does work very, very well.
Look at this.
Oh, God. Shoes.
A really aggressive Lucian player. I mean, besides the matchup aside, it's like the player issue.
Ooh, bowling ball connects here onto Rich, who is still pretty strong, remember. Goredrinker and Sterix now completed as Zeus playing the minigame quite nicely. Successful in that one.
Kellen.
Oh, dear. Peanut is in the area as Keria finds the snare. There's the Pop Blossom. And once again, Kellen is just destroyed. That's barely even
exactly like
about right. As here's a Baron play for T1. We've got a teleport coming on in here as Rich looking for the backline. T1 are going to peel away as the Baron is very, very low. Zeus finds himself right here as he teleported on top of the ward through the backside. Nongshim looking at a bit of a pincer maneuver, but unfortunately not able to get their ducks in a row before this inhibitor turret goes down, and now the inhibitor will also fall. So we thought that the Baron play was difficult, as that's a solo Shockwave onto Clozer is now Rich looking for the backline, but unfortunately T1 peel away in the nick of time. There's the hook to land onto Zeus, who tries to turn it now onto Bay. My god, the damage was great before he went down, but he did fall down. Rich in the backside now is looking to try and do what he can as Keria running circles around everyone, makes it out through the back. Value from this move as possible. Bay teleporting immediately back over, and as you can see, that wave is slowly but surely dying. Can T1 keep themselves alive is the question, as the Baron is taken by the Lucian of all people. Peanut looks a little bit silly as he then dashes back over the wall, but in goes Rich now, finds a lot of AoE damage.
We're saying there with the Nidalee coming through is, watch this fight again. Like, Rich is trying to look for something, anything on the side here, but T1's positioning is too good. Peanut tries to go in for the steal. He escapes, but this is just one of those passive Baron takes because of the positional advantage and the vision control. And like, you can see what Rich is capable of. I mean, if he was actually able to get in with the rest of his team to help heal for him, like, this is absolutely a winnable fight for Nongshim. But
so Nongshim now holding on to their last inhibitor that they have available. Zeus just sidestepping Rich a little bit here. Does a bit of a do-si-do. Checks out what's going on inside this fountain. Yep. Inside the base. Looks a bit similar to the ones that they have as Clozer now looks for Rich. The interruption on the culling is good. That's going to keep Rich alive for the moment as the bowling ball is going to pick the gap. Clozer is pushing minions towards these Nexus turrets. Is now Peanut going to dive in on top of Zeus and Clozer dies, unfortunately, as Clozer just finishes him off. The second of the double tap is going to do it. Clozer just does so much damage. My god. Even the second bullet does a decent percentage of Rich's health bar, who has built mostly health, unfortunately. As there's the flash forward, Bay is going to flash out, but Kellen's not going to be so lucky. The Thresh is down now, and Clozer is going to get knocked up right next to the fountain. Zeus is going to be taken here with a command attack, but Teddy is still alive. Keria goes gold, and Pop Blossom denies so much space. Is now Doctum with the close range weaponry, wants to be a hero. Keria gonna go down first. Rich is massive. Good night, Callista. They lose 2 Nexus turrets and all of their inhibitors, but Nongshim, by goodness,
there's a chance of a game 3 here, Atlas, and I mean, looking at things, this is another game where Keria just barely buys himself his life here. This is another game where you give Duckdom the opportunity to have these great team fights later on, and he will take it. Keria, I think, should be able to get out of here, but
nope. I have a feeling that Rich, with his super minions at a time.
They're so slow at this, I mean, they have to commit.
Peanut, tries to go for the steal, but of course Rend still exists.
And T1, all they have to do is just walk down with the minions now, as long as they don't get picked.
Oh no, speaking of picked, but Lantern is going to get them to safety now. Rich trying to be the hero, he survives for a long time, but not long enough, unfortunately. And Rich was the reason why Nongshim were able to survive the last fight, as Bay goes down to almost no health. Clozer just doing exactly what he wants. And now, this is an open Nexus. That's a one-man shockwave. That ain't going to be enough to Pop Blossom onto both carries at the same time. And Keria is going to say goodnight to this game. And now you're going to have a difficult task on your hands, because you have to decide on who's going to get the player of the game. And my goodness. Seen those, right? Like, there's been a fair bit of concern in the T1 camp, but Zephyr certainly looking a lot happier after this one, as we are going to listen in on the players.
Yelling to push mid after calling for the Aphelios pick. He got lanterned away, but then they turned on Rich. Korean casters are laughing.
Is that just Zeus, like, apologizing over and over again for his top lane performance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually so cute.